Trump just didn't win the Electoral College. He won the Electoral College decisively. We're probably looking at over 300 for Trump. You need 270. He's probably going to go over 300 to secure this victory. And not only is an Electoral College victory, which would be sufficient, but the Democrats have been whining on and on about the Electoral College. The Electoral College is undemocratic. We've got to get rid of it. It's racist. It's sexist. It's all white men put in the Constitution. And we know white men are the worst things that ever existed in humankind. So we just need to get rid of it. Well, he won the popular vote too. And he won it by 3 or 4 points, it looks like. He's gonna probably hold on to the popular vote and probably have it not just by a little bit, but by a few points. So Donald Trump didn't just win. He has a mandate. He has a legitimate mandate. And this is really impressive because, again, the left has been branding this man an existential threat to democracy, a full-on fascist. Remember, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden called this man point blank a fascist. They have been saying he's going to kill all of his enemies. He's going to throw them in jail. He's a racist who hates women and wants to enslave them. This has been the rhetoric that has been fed to the American public for this entire election and well before it. And yet, America looked these people in the eye and they gave Donald Trump a mandate. Now, if you're the left, that means one of two things, okay? Either it means you're full of crap and everything you're saying and your worldview that you are projecting out there is complete garbage, or you genuinely believe that the people of the United States wanted what you were predicting. That you threw out all of these epithets and all of these threats and people said, that sounds good. Or at least it sounds better than what you're giving me. And that's a disaster for the left. And you can tell that they are not doing well. Though I will say we have not seen any violence yet from the left. Now, I'm not ruling this out. Inauguration Day is a long way off. The left still have time. But I got to say, it doesn't feel like they have the energy. And I'll be honest, I predicted leftist violence and a Trump win. I predicted a Trump win a year ago. The thing I worry about now is the transition. Obviously, we still, there still could be violence. There still could be the left could try to pull something. But assuming none of that happens, the thing I worry about now is conservatives, the right, just kind of being like, well, we won the election and walking away, right? Not holding Donald Trump accountable, not getting Donald Trump to take these actions. Look, I'm going to be real frank. I don't think Donald Trump is like Sulla. I don't think he has a vengeful streak. I don't think he's going to do any of the garbage that the left is talking about. I mean, give me the President Trump that the left feared when he was going to, settle these scores and these enemies who absolutely committed treason, like his military generals. Absolutely treasonous, right? These people should be at jail at minimum, right? At minimum, they should be in jail for the rest of their lives. There are lots of people who need to be pardoned. There are J6 people who need to be pardoned. There are, people who need to go to jail. The FBI needs to be dismantled. No, we're not putting in a new director. No, completely removed. And a new, even if you need federal law enforcement, we didn't always have federal law enforcement, by the way, but if you have to have it, you need to completely remake a new agency with loyalists from the ground up. And so now the question is, can Trump staff these agencies? Can he actually dismantle the bureaucracies? Can he actually address the administrative state? The good news is he was not ready to do that in 2016 very clearly. But many of the people in his administration learned that lesson, and many of the people who have joined his administration, guys like G.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy will probably have some role. I don't know that for sure, but just speculation. Both these guys have talked a lot about the administrative state. That needs to happen. They need to dismantle this stuff. I did a whole stream on the way that Elon Musk could get involved in this, right? He's another guy who has talked a lot about the need to cut this. He's even said he's going to bring in Ron Paul. Great, do it. But do it. Actually do it. Don't talk about it. Do it. I need to see mass deportations. I need to see the wall. This has to happen. I don't want to hear about how Congress doesn't have $6 billion. We've given hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel at this point. I don't want to hear one word about how we don't have the money. Build the wall, deport people. I don't care how many crying grandmas are on the TV. Get these people who don't belong here out of this country now. No hesitation. No excuses. No, the media, it's hard to... No, make it happen. Everything you need to do with executive orders, do it. Everything you need to pass through Congress, of course, make it happen, but make it happen immediately. My biggest concern is that Trump doesn't do much. He turns this over to kind of this, we've talked about the PayPal mafia with King Pilled. You guys are familiar with kind of this idea that the Silicon Valley has kind of gathered around Trump as an alternative elite. We do want a new elite, but this elite needs to care about the country, okay? We've already heard from Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk that they basically want open borders, but, legally. We'll bring all the legal immigration we want. Even Trump has talked about this in passing, said, we're going to staple green cards to diplomas. No, garbage. None of that. That is not what you want on. That's not even what Hispanics wanted. They voted for you. So actually do what they wanted. They want the wall. They want mass deportations. They want the end of chain migration. They want it now. Fix birthright citizenship. Do all of it. Make all of it happen. Massive reform. You have the mandate. You have the mandate. I don't want to hear, we don't have the money. We don't have the support. We don't have the resources. Garbage. Make it happen. You won the Electoral College. You won the popular vote. You won the Senate. You're probably going to win the House. You won most of the ballot initiatives. There is no excuse. No excuse is acceptable. I don't care how bad the Republican Party is. Throw them all out. Make it all happen on your own. Use the executive power vigorously. The real executive power, the one you're supposed to have in the presidential office. And if you don't have that power, explain to your voters why. Tell them specifically who is stopping you. Name names. Call it out. I was elected by you, but I can't make this happen because this guy right here is obstructing my legal power, and this is his name, and this is what needs to happen. Say it out loud. If you don't do that, I know you're not serious, and you didn't mean it, and you betrayed your voters. And I got no time for that. I love this victory. I love that Trump won it. I think it's important. I think it's critical. But we have to push all the way. We can't stop on the 5-yard line and say, well, close enough. We got there. All right, you guys take the ball in. They never take the ball in. They never do. Radical change needs to happen. You got the mandate. You can't tell me you didn't have it. You can't tell me you don't have the support. You have it. Make it happen. If you don't have the power, explain why you don't have the power explicitly. Name names. Make it happen. No more foreign wars. Close the borders. No more foreign aid. Mass deportations. Clean up the election process. I want to know if Florida can count every one of its votes like an hour after the election is over. Every other state can do it too. Fix it now. All of these things. Make it happen.